Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to another daily conversation about situations in everyday life. So let's talk about it. So today is Wednesday, and it is my day off this week. Every week I alternate. Some weeks it's Monday, some weeks it's Wednesday. This is a Wednesday week. And it's also my fiance's birthday. Yeah, But we ain't doing nothing today because he got to work. I got to work tomorrow. He got to work tomorrow. No fun. So we're probably going to enjoy it this weekend. On top of it, it's our anniversary on Friday. So most likely we're going to do something over the weekend. And planning something is going to be the challenge because we both, I think, we're very spontaneous people, so we just always do things spontaneous more than planning. But I'm going to try to be progressive today and plan something. So that's kind of like the topic I want to talk about today. Like, how do we use our days off, right? Are we progressive, or do we just want to get some rest? Right now, all I really want to do is get some rest. Because this new schedule, getting up this early and doing all these things every day, no break between, it's like, even though it's my day off, I still had to get up at 5 o'clock and still do my routines. Because Monday to Friday is the full week for everyone else. So I'm sitting here like, how do I make my days off progressive, right? Realistically, it ain't no real day off because, like I said, I'm still getting up early in the morning, doing everything that I got to do. I kind of utilize it as a day where I call around, make appointments, probably do my budgeting and sorting out bills and things like that. And I'll still do all the regular to-do things that I do every day, but I kind of want to start to prioritize some things that are my desires. Like right now I'm working on our 30-day mental detox challenge, and I'm on day 8, and today was a brain dump for 15 minutes. So since I had a day off, I ended up, my normal time to do my challenges are usually in the evenings, but since I'm off today, I did it in the morning. And I just sat there for 15 minutes and just kind of wrote, just kind of dumped out what was floating on in my brain. And there's quite a few things in there that are floating around. I'm not going to share that over here, but my private coaching group will get the details later. But for me, it's like what I really kind of had to realize while doing this brain dump challenge is that there's things that are just floating around in my mind that I want to talk about them. I want to deal with them. But the reality is I'm not making it a priority. I'm not making it something that I need to tackle right away. And I think that's why they just stay floating around in my brain, because I'm not bringing them, I'm not prioritizing them, right? Looking at everything, do I feel like they all are things that I need to prioritize? Heck yeah. Do I see a way that I can do it? One of the ways I think I can tackle a few of these things I see here is taking my time a day, which my challenges kind of help me do that because it forces me to sit aside like an hour or an hour and a half a day to do my challenges. So I think if I continue to do that and keep that as something that I do on a daily basis, I'll be able to tackle some things that I want to tackle that are more pertaining to my internal needs, more than my my daily duties, the daily things that I do that are required of me, whether it's from my job or from my kids or from my partner or, all the things that I do on a daily basis. But the things that are going to really matter to me, are going to help me with my internal feeling or my internal growth or my confidence or just my self-care. I want to make sure that I set some time aside to focus on doing whatever it is that I need to do on any given day. So that's kind of like one thing that I realized that I'm going to start doing. I think on my days off, I just get so worn down that I just want to rest. And then I think about it so much that I end up not resting. I end up just sitting here with my mind going in circles over and over and over, and not really being progressive. I'll still do my daily duties because they're kind of like programmed in me now, like they're habits. So it doesn't matter how tired I am, I'm gonna get up and do what I gotta do. But those other things that are not priority, they're on the back burner. Like even if, for instance, the rest of my family's days off are Saturday and Sunday. They're off from school. My fiance's are off from work. But they're really not days off, because Saturday and Sunday, the kids want all the attention. They just want to do things that are outside of school. So that entails having fun, wilding out, acting crazy, going here, going there, getting some donuts today, or getting Chick-fil-A today. Or they always feel like they need a reward on their day off, which is kind of crazy to me. It's like, if you only know what is ahead of you, you're going to enjoy these moments. And we all as parents always try to get kids to understand that. But in their minds, we got to understand they've only been here for but so many years, depending on their age. And they only see school and back. So for them, it's like you're telling them, oh, you should want to rest. Why do I want to rest? I'm sitting here all day not doing nothing. I want to go. I want to play. I want to have fun, right? So we're looking at them like, y'all have no idea. All we want to do is sleep. All we want to do is rest. And they want you to go ping, 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 ping. So do you really get to rest on your days off on the weekends? Us parents that have kids outside of our work schedule, Monday to Friday, no, we don't really get to rest. Saturday usually is running around. Got to go pick up this, pick up that, do it. Depending on how you structurize your household, Sunday could be the day that you do all your running around. Then Saturday is your day that you do your internal cleaning of your home, regrouping your house for the week, getting ready for the next. Or it could be Sunday, depending on how you flip it in your house, right? So for me, it alternates. One week it might be Saturday, and then Sunday we're more of family-oriented activities. Some weeks it's Sunday that I'm doing all of the regrouping and getting ready, the washing, the cleaning, and then Saturday is the family-oriented day. And the evenings now become time for me and my partner. So I got to give him his time. He got to give me my time. So we don't really get alone time or rest time in at all. You think you do when you're like, oh, you got 2 days off. What did you? I don't really have 2 days off. Really, technically, I think when I think about it, I think the only people that really get a day off to do what the heck they want to do are single people. Single and no kids. You don't have nobody to answer to or cater to or give attention to. You don't have no kids to take care of. Live your life. Do you. OMG, I am vicariously living through y'all right now, because I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that feels like. I started having my first child at 20, so I never really knew what it felt like to just be out there doing me. Turn up. No worries in the world. That I don't know what that feels like. So I kind of got to figure it out and fit it in when I can, right? I got to get that time in for myself, that self-care in for myself when I can. Is it easy? No. I'm seeking different ways to make sure that I get that time in, whether I'll go to the spa for the day, or just go and sit outside on my patio and just enjoy my time with my red cardinal bird that's out there. Or maybe I just want to go walk around in the mall just for the heck of it, try on some stuff just to see how I feel. I might want to just start doing little things like that, just to start to get some alone time away from, because alone time in the house is not alone time. I can't even go in the bathroom in peace because someone is coming in there to tell me something or ask me something. So once you go out on the patio, it's like, hey, Mom, what you doing out there? Are you okay? I just want some air by myself. There's no by yourself. I said to my kids, can I just get a minute? No. We're your kids. We don't have nowhere else to go. These are the kind of things, my kids are so dramatic. Those are the kind of things that they'll do and say and be like, oh my gosh, you don't love me anymore. How could you not answer me? Why don't you want to see me? And it's like, I just want 5 minutes. It ain't got nothing to do with me not loving you. I just gave you all my attention all day. It's just never enough. For these kids, it's just never enough, right? I don't complain about it. I love it. But I just need to figure out how to get some self-care time, some me time, some alone time. And like I said, for me, thank God I've been working on these challenges. They're kind of forcing me to set that time aside. But what I want to start doing is using that time to be progressive for the things that I want, right? Not be progressive, because me taking that time away from everything to do something that's benefiting everybody, that's progressive, but it's not progressive for my self-growth. It's not progressive for the things that I want to accomplish for my mental health, right? So I got to start to make sure that I'm being progressive in that way every day, or as much as I can. I'm going to try to start at least to be consistent with at least making sure I set some time aside at least once a week for my self-care, right? So I'm going to start with that. So let's say today is going to be the beginning of that new journey for me, at least once a week. So at some point next week, I'll let y'all know how that goes if I find time to do that. If you guys have any tips, you can message me on any of my platforms. Let me know. What tips do you have to give me? Throw them my way. Let me hear them. I want to know, what things do you do for better self-care for yourself? What things do you do to take your time away from these kids where you don't want to feel like, you know what, I'm about to dip? I tell my kids sometimes, I'm like, yo, I'm about to leave. Y'all don't even know. And they be like, no, you're not. I'm like, okay, I'm about to go and y'all not going to see me for like a week. They're like, you, okay. No one believes me. Everyone's like, yeah, right. And I think they do that because I honestly, I think I would suffer more than them. Like when my kids go away to their older siblings' house for the weekend, I go through withdrawal. Like, oh my gosh, I'm calling them like right away. Hey, how y'all doing? Are you guys okay? And it's like, yeah, Mom, we're fine. We're good. And then I'll be like, getting a little sad if no one calls me. Like, why haven't y'all called me? And then when they call me, I'm like, oh my gosh, can y'all stop calling me? So I don't even know what I want, right? I'm confused. One minute I want them, the next minute I don't. So realistically, I don't think I'll ever be okay with detachment from my kids for long periods of time. I think I just need to find time within to get that alone time for myself where I can self-love and self-care on myself and just talk to myself in a positive way, just outside of my time when I may choose to do a little meditation or something, just fun time, just time where I can just do something crazy, do something, outlandish for myself. And it doesn't necessarily mean I got to go anywhere. Doesn't necessarily mean I got to be doing anything. I could probably be just tripping in my head, like just laughing for no reason. That sounds crazy, but I'm not the type of person that needs to do a whole lot, so I don't require a whole lot. I've done a lot of traveling already in my life, so that's not like a big bucket list. Oh, I need to go here, I need to go there. I'm not really that type of person. I just want to enjoy life. Like, I want to definitely spend more time in my home country, which is Jamaica. I definitely want to enjoy more nature. Adventures with my family. I want to experience more cultural things. I want them to learn a little bit more about their roots. So I think I want to kind of like just make progressions in those ways in my life moving forward right now. Like, I've done a lot, I've accomplished a lot, I've seen a lot, but I kind of want to like start to rebuild within myself, in my core, and in my family. And I think the best way for me to start doing that is just starting with prioritizing self-care for myself, because in me caring for myself, I think it'll allow me to now, because my natural nature is to give and nurture my family. Whatever I'm doing for myself, I'm going to naturally share. I'm going to naturally do. If I start a hair care journey, you better believe everybody in this house is on a hair care journey. If am I going on a diet? They don't need to go on a diet. I might just do a custom type of way you guys are going to eat or something. Like, so whatever I'm doing, they're going to they're going to do it, right? Like my poor fiance, when we first met, he used to eat pork. I don't eat pork, so he don't eat pork no more. He may try to sneak and get a little something here or there, or when he goes around his mom, if she makes something, he may eat it, but it's not cooked in here. It's not made over here. We do not do that over here. So whatever I do, my family's going to do, because that's just natural, right? So at the end of the day, if I'm on a journey, I'm going to share it with them. So if I'm on a positive journey for myself, it's going to end up benefiting my kids. So that's just how I see it. So with that being said, I'm going to focus on prioritizing my self-care needs and my family's self-care needs. And I'm going to be more progressive in that way. At least starting out once a week, guys, all right? I ain't ready for every day yet. Got to take baby steps, all right? So I'm going to commit to doing once a week, all right? So when we regroup next week, we'll see how I did this week, okay? So let's all continue to find the things that are important to us and prioritize them and continue to be the best version of ourselves.